Okay, here we go. My soul came back to my body. All right. Okay, let's begin from seated position. And I forgot to mention we have block and strap today. So have your block and strap handy. And we're going to start from Sukhasana, easy pose. Sitting on your blanket, on the edge of the blanket, tilting the pelvis slightly forward, getting that more opening in the hips. And again, if you have knee issues, please modify and have your legs in front of you, place something under your knees, anything, as long as you have your spine upright, as straight as you can. Always have the arms to the side to open the chest, and then slowly release the hands down to your thighs or your knees. Elbows soft by your rib cage, and then guide the chin slightly back and then towards the chest. You can close your eyes. You can partially close your eyes and lower the gaze towards the floor. Just take a moment here. Just feel your sit bones. Notice the spine. Relax the muscles of your face. And begin to bring the attention inward towards the breath. Through the breath is how we anchor through this moment. We root it down. We feel more present. We feel the inhales and the exhales happening through both nostrils. Sometimes the simple act of watching the breath can be a challenge, because the mind can be all over the place. And this is how we bring the mind into having a focal point to center, to be present. Gradually, let's begin to deepen and modify the pattern of the breath. From our regular breathing pattern, we're going to start modifying the length of the inhales and the exhales, but do it in a way that it feels comfortable and you're not struggling with the next inhalation or exhalation. It's a flow of a deeper, longer breath. And of course, you're welcome to engage with Ujjayi breathing. Slowly as you exhale, lower the chin to your sternum, to your chest. Keep the chin slightly tucked in. Keep breathing. Gentle stretch of the muscles connecting your cervical spine with the base of your skull. Slowly lift the head now back to your regular neutral neck. Take a nice inhale and just lower the right ear to right shoulder. Just hold it there. Use your breath. Make sure your left shoulder is down. And back to center. And exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Drop the right shoulder down. Inhale, head back to center. Bring the arms to the side, flex the elbows, place the hands to the back of your head, elbows in. Upper spine stays nice and long, and then as you exhale deep and long through the nose, slowly draw the chin to your chest again. Now with the weight of the hands, go deeper into those muscles connecting with the skull. Inhale, lift the head, keep your right hand to the back of the head, left hand down, rotate the head somewhere in between right shoulder and the sternum, and exhale, the chin goes down to the right collarbone. And release, head back through center, lower the right hand down. Now left hand to the back of the head, rotate the chin, and exhale, chin to your left collarbone. And inhale, release, head back through center. Inhale, lift the chin up. Gentle rotation to the right, to the chest, exhale. Inhale to the left and chin up. Make a circle slowly with your chin, going in the same direction, few more rounds. Going into the opposite direction, chin up, left chest. Inhale, right and up. Exhale, left and down. Couple more round, drawing a circle with your chin. And slowly return the head back to neutral position. Now, we draw the chin slightly back. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Reach through the fingertips. Interlace the fingers, lower the hands to the heart. Straighten the arms and press through the with the palms and stretch the forearms, the wrist. Keep the spine straight. And then bring the palms together. Release, arms out and up. Hands together, down to the chest. Interlace the fingers, again, straighten and stretch. Hands together, one more time. Arms out and up. Reach to the fingertips, nice long spine. Hands together, down to the chest. Interlace the fingers, straighten the elbows. And release. Now, the top of the hands are going down towards the floor. And we're going to lean slightly forward. We're stretching the interior part of your wrist and forearms. And release and shake, 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 shake. Hands to your shoulders. Let's draw circles with your elbows. Exhale, elbows down, forward, up, and back. Same direction. And just noticing the shoulders joints and the shoulder blades and the rib cage in the upper spine coming along with this movement. Now we're going to bring the elbows down, back, up, and forward. So opposite direction. And just notice the movement of the shoulders, the joints. And then slowly release and bring the arms out to the side. Flex the elbows, hands to touch your shoulders. And open, palms facing up. And flex, mobilizing the elbows, joints. Couple more rounds. One more. And bring the arms out and behind you. Interlace the fingers, straighten the arms and open the chest. Lower the forehead towards the floor as you guide hands up to the sky. Take a nice inhalation. Lift the head, lift the chest, lower the hands down to your sacrum. Release the hands, arms up and overhead. Hands to the heart center. This time, interlace the fingers and stretch the back of the spine. Holding position. Nice breathing. And hands to the heart. Inhale, arms out and up. Arms out and behind you. Interlace the fingers. Arms away from the spine and lower the crown of the head towards the floor. Hands up to the sky. Inhale, engage the core, lift the head, lift the chest, hands to the sacrum. Release the hands and bring the arms out and up. Hands to the heart center. One more time. Inhale, arms up and out and behind you. Interlace the fingers, move the arms away and lower the crown of the head towards the floor. And inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. Release the hands, arms out and up. And one more time, hands to the heart center, interlace the finger, round the spine, pull the belly in, chin to your chest, holding position, open, create a space in between your shoulder blades, stretch those back muscles on the rib cage, and then slowly return back to neutral position, hands to the heart center. Close your eyes, reconnect back with the breath. Nice, easy breathing. And from here, release and grab your strap, please. We're going to mobilize shoulders a lot today. So you may find that like for some people, they need to open their arms really wide to be able to move without getting this movement in the shoulder. We try to mobilize the shoulders at the same time, evenly lower down, and then bring the arms back, up, forward, and towards the front. Inhale, arms forward, up, back, and down. And again, arms back, up, forward, and down. This is a great way to stretch the chest muscles too, especially when we bring them arms up, back, and down. Helps to flatten the upper spine. Sometimes we have that rounding the upper spine because the chest muscles are too tight. So this is a good way to start mobilizing and stretching the front of the chest and the front of the shoulders. Exhale down, couple more rounds. And inhale, arms out and up and down. Exhale, one more time. Inhale, arms up towards the ceiling and back and down towards the floor. And bring it back again, up to the sky. And then slowly release the hands down towards the knees. Relax your shoulders, elbows, move just the shoulders a little bit. And bring the hands to the heart center. Inhale, cactus arms, open and guide the elbows, shoulders back as far as you can. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale to open and guide back. And exhale into the chest. One more time into the cactus. And exhale into the heart. Inhale, hands up to the sky. And exhale, twist to the right. Left hand down to your right knee, right hand behind you. Look over to your right shoulder. The twist is happening from the waist up. You keep both hips rooted down. You look over to your right shoulder, so you're stretching the side of your neck. Nice, easy breathing. Take an inhale. And exhale, return back through center. Inhale, arms out and up. Nice long spine, and then twist to the left as you exhale. Right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you. Look over to your left shoulder. Holding position. And inhale, exhale, and do the twist back through center. Arms out and up, nice long spine. Lower the right hand down, left arm over to your left ear. And we're going to rock forward to the side and back through center. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, relax and fall to the right. Inhale, back through center and to the right. Back through center, one more time to the right. We're going to hold there. When we're holding there, just guide the elbow back, open again, a little bit the front of your left side of your chest, the front of your left shoulder. You're pressing to your left hip and you're opening and stretching those intercostal muscles on the side of your rib cage. Breathing in and out, and slowly exhale, release the left hand down, left shoulder forward, up, back, and down. Left hand down, inhale, arm up, right arm up, and flex both elbows, press to the right hip, and the spine goes to the left. That's an exhale. Inhale, back to center, and exhale to the left, and back to the center. This is a great mobilization for the spine, for the rib cage. One more time, inhale back to the center. We're going to drop to the left and hold. When you hold there, right elbow guides a little bit more back. Press through your right hip and feel the opening now on the right side of your rib cage. Just breathe here. And slowly back to center. Release the right hand down, right shoulder forward, up, back, and down. Hands to the front. Let's stretch the spine evenly. So we're going to walk the hands to the front. Relax your elbows, relax chin to your chest. And the stretch goes from the cervical spine all the way down to the sacrum. Breathe through this. And inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, walk the hands back again. Bring the hands behind you. Let's undo the crossing of the legs and let's windshield wiper from side to side. And gently back through center. Now have your feet first with the sole of your feet together and have some space between your pelvis and your heels. Hands to your feet, elbows flex, chin to your chest, crown of the head pointing towards the feet. Notice the outside of the hips. Relax those muscles, release your pelvic floor. And slowly inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. Now guide the heels a little bit closer to the pelvis. Hands to your feet, flex the elbows, and then fall forward, crown of the head to the feet. Relax and breathe. And inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, and back to center. Now guide the thighs, knees together, extend the legs forward. Have some room between the feet, hands behind you, and let's bring the toes in and the toes out. Toes in and out. So this is a rotation. It should be happening from your hip joint. So it's not just the ankles and the feet and the knees, but try to move from the hip joints. Breathing in and out. And then bring the knees bent and drop the legs to one side. And let's find our way to tabletop. Have your blanket there to cover your knees. Now we're going to have the knees wide as the hips. Wide as the hips first. We're going to rock forward and back, give some movement to the hips, and with the wrist under the shoulders into the neutral position, rocking to the heels and rocking back into tabletop. Exhale down to the heels and to table. Down to the heels and to table. Down to the heels and to table. Now, widen the stand of your knees. The knees should be wide as your mat and the big toes touching. And we're going to do the same thing. Rocking to the heels and back through center and to the heels. And just keep moving 2 or 3 more rounds, gently waking up the hip joints. Stretching those muscles, mobilizing ligaments and tendons. And then as we bring to the heels, we drop the heels, the hips to the heels, elbows down, child's pose. Take a moment. Stretch the spine again. Relax your pelvic floor, your inner thighs, your groins, back of your hips. Take a moment. And slowly, let's come back to tabletop position. Knees under the hips, so we're coming into the tabletop. Place your weight in your right hand, inhale, open and twist to the left. Exhale, left hand under your left shoulder. Inhale, open and twist to the right. Right hand under the right shoulder. Keep moving. Inhale it, opposite side, opposite arm. Exhale, down. Inhale, open and twist to the right. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, open and twist to the left and down. Two more. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, down. Last one. Open and twist to the left. Exhale, hand down, elbows down. Interlace the fingers, tuck the toes under, dolphin pose. From here, keep the toes tucked. We're going to straighten the legs up to the sky, chin to your chest. Exhale, knees down, keep the toes tucked. Inhale, pick up the knees, straighten the legs, dolphin pose. Exhale, knees down, keep the toes tucked. Inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, knees towards the floor. One more, inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, knees down towards the mat, top of the feet flat on the mat. Separate the hands, place the weight on your hands, lift the elbows, hands under the shoulders, and then move to child's pose. Relax your shoulders, wrists, hands, stretch your spine, and breathe. Now, hands by your knees. Inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, kneeling position. We'll keep working and opening the front of the chest and flattening the upper spine of the upper part of the spine. So place your hands to your sacrum with the fingers pointing towards the floor. Knees should be under your hips, and we're going to guide the thighs forward, the pelvis, the hips forward, elbows going in, and we're lifting from the chest and look up. Somewhere, the gaze should be somewhere in between the joint where the wall meets the ceiling. So don't drop the head back, in other words. Take an inhale, camel pose is a modification, and then we move down, 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 down to stretch and relax the arms down towards the floor, relax shoulder, chest. And inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, kneeling position again. Hands to the sacrum, elbows in first. Guide the thighs forward, the pelvis, the hips, and lift the chest. Look somewhere in between where the wall meets with the ceiling. Keep opening the heart, flatten the upper spine, and slowly exhale, fall forward. Child's pose, relax the arms down, side by your body, shoulders melting down towards the floor. One last round, lift the head, lift the chest. Hands to your sacrum, elbows in. Guide the pelvis, the thighs, the hips forward, and open the heart. Guide the shoulder blades to each other. Breathing in and out. And exhale, slowly fall forward. Relax and release. Take a moment here. If you have your head hanging in the air, use your block and place your block on a way to, so you bring your floor closer to your forehead. Nice, easy breathing. Now with the head, with the chest, standing in the knees. Now stepping forward with your left foot, find a 90-degree angle, left knee over to your ankle, right hand down, and pick up the right knee slightly and then move it back. In other words, your right knee shouldn't be right under your right hip. Hands to your knee, keep working on. Now, in this case, hip flexor opening, but we are working more with the chest and flattening the upper spine. Bring the arms out to the side. That's option number one. Or if you can reach with the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, slide the palms down as you straighten the elbows, and then again, open the chest and guide the shoulder blades to each other. Keep moving the pelvis forward. Nice, easy breathing. And if you have your hands down by your sacrum, release the hands down. Bring the left knee to meet your right knee, and then move back to child's pose. Inhale to table, stepping forward the right foot, left knee slightly back, hands to your right thigh to lift the chest, and then move the pelvis and hip to the front, arms out to the side. You can do cactus arms or bring the elbows by your rib cage this time. But still, we are opening the front of the shoulder, the front of the chest, and the goal is to create more straight upper spine. So not like too much of rounding the thoracic spine. And hands down, and bring the right knee to meet your left knee and move the hips back to child's pose, holding position. Relax your neck, relax your spine. Take a moment. And inhale, back to table. Tucking the toes under, press, downward dog. Lift the hips, straighten the knees, heels towards the floor. Hands, wrist wide as your shoulders, shoulders away from your ears. So it's external rotation. Chin to your chest and heels up and heels down to lengthen the back line of the legs, stretching the Achilles tendon, the calf muscles, the back of the knee. Keep the chin in, and from here, let's walk the hands slowly towards the feet. Take your blanket from the mat, and then when you have your feet wide as your knee, wide as your hips, bend the knees, hold opposite elbows, get a nice stretch there again. Crown of the head is pointing towards the floor. Easy breathing. And then hands, place the hands to the front of your chin, straighten the arms and flatten the spine, flat back, 90-degree angle. And exhale, relax, fall forward, chin to your chest. And inhale, press the palms against the chin, straighten the elbows, move the chest away. And exhale, fall forward, relax your neck. And inhale, press and lift. We're stretching the back of the legs and flattening the spine again. Exhale, fall forward. And inhale, move away. Bend the knees, hands to the hips, lift the head, lift the chest, standing position, Samastiti. Hands to the heart. Take a moment here. Use your breath. Feet are under the hips, wide as your hips. The weight is distributed equally, so you're not leaning too much in the front and too much into your heels. You're lifting from the arches, and then bring the arms out to the side and exhale behind you. Interlace the fingers, slide the palms down, slide the hands down so your elbows are straight. Draw the chin to your chest, and then slowly fall forward. Crown of the head is guiding towards the floor as you bring the hands again up to the sky. Take an inhale, flex the knee and lift the chest. chair pose. Keep the hands to your sacrum, lift the chest, holding position, move the hips back. You have to be able to see your toes. Don't drop your head, straighten the legs, bring the arms up and overhead, and exhale, bring the arms out and down towards the hips. Shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, arms out and behind you again. Interlace the fingers, slide the palms down, and then fall forward. Legs straight, chin to your chest, crown of the head pointing towards the sky, to the floor, hands towards the sky. Take a nice inhale. Flex the knee, lower the hands to the sacrum, lift the chest, chair pose, holding position. Activate the core, activate the back muscles, the belly. Move the hips back. Breathe. Release the hands, straighten the legs, arms overhead. Exhale, arms down towards the hips, shoulders up, back, and down. One more time. Inhale, arms up, and out and behind you. Interlace the fingers and exhale with legs straight, chin to your chest, fall forward. Crown of the head towards the floor, hands up to the sky. Take a nice inhalation. Exhale, flex the knee, lift the chest, lift the heart, sit on your chair. Hold it here, lift the chest, knees bent. Keep the breath flowing. And release, straighten the knees, arms overhead. And exhale, arms down towards the hips, shoulders up, back and down, hands to the heart center. Time to reconnect back with the breath. In case your breath got a little bit short or choppy, you need to slow down. You need to regain the quality of the breath, the Dirga Sukshma. Smooth, long, steady, even and relaxed. Those are the quality of the breath as we move through our asana practice, as we move through the physical aspect of the practice of yoga. And slowly release the hands down by your hips. Time to grab your block. And let's work a little bit balance with strengthening at the same time. So we did this in the past. And we're going to use the block. Place the left foot on top. Okay, level 1 of the block. So remember, block has 3 levels. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. We want on the lowest level, very stable left foot on top of the block. And the right foot is not by the block, it's right under the hip. So there is a space for better balance. And we're going to have the hands to the waist, and then we're going to begin with the knees bent like a chair pose, and then we'll straighten and come to the toes of your right foot. And exhale, flexing down. And if you like, you can lift the foot up and lower the foot, flex the knee and lower into chair. Inhale, straighten and up. Flex both knees, lower the heel and bend into chair. Inhale, straighten and lift. Foot down, heel down, and flexing down. Inhale, straighten up. And lower and flex. Inhale, straighten up. One more. Flex and down. And straighten and lift. Hold it there with knees, both knees straight. And we're going to flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex, point, right heel down and release. Left foot towards the floor. Release the hands, shoulders up, back and down, fall forward. Hands and bring the block in the front and place the hands to the block and then relax the crown of the head towards the floor. Stretch and breathe. And then slowly place the block again in between the legs, lift the chest, and let's come to standing position. Now, right foot is on top of the block, and the left foot is under the left hip. Hands to the heart, hands to the waist. Let's begin with the knees bent. And inhale, straighten and come into the toes, and flex and lower into the chair. Straighten, maybe lift the foot up. Work with your balance. Flex and down. Inhale, straighten and lift. Flex and lower. And inhale, lift. Release and flex into the chair. Inhale, lift. And flex and down. 3 more rounds. Inhale. And lower. Working with strength and balance. Flex and down 1 more time. Inhale, lift. Flex and down. And straighten. Now, toes touching the floor, flex and point. 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 Release the heel down, release the right foot down, and fall forward. And bring the block a little bit forward, hands to the block, chin to your chest. And breathe here as you stretch the spine, as you stretch both hamstrings. Breathing in and out. Hands towards the hip, chin in, slowly inhale and return back to neutral position. Now have your feet under the hips. Let's reconnect back with the breath again. Hands to the heart center. Eyes closed or gaze towards the floor. Slow down your breath again. Hands down. Okay, our last balance pose before going down towards the mat. Let's work in tree pose. So we have the weight on the left foot. The left side of the weight is distributed in the left foot. Hands to your right, your waist, and then flex your right knee and guide the right knee out. Toes touching the floor, heels touching the inner part of your left ankle. This is tree right here. This is a tree pose. You can bring the right foot higher below your knee or above your knee, but never ever put the foot on your knee joint. So we're going to have different modifications of the arms here. And just follow with the theme of today, the opening the front of the chest and flattening the upper spine. If you like, if you feel like, bring the arms behind you and hold from the opposite elbows as you guide the shoulders back and down. You can have the hands together in the heart center if you like, or you can bring the arms up to the sky. Any position of the arms is okay. Here is the deal. We need to control the breath. Whatever we are, slow down the inhales and the exhales. Concentrate and focus on that nice, long, easy, and relaxing state of breathing. Wherever you have your arms, release. Release your right foot. And let's move your left leg, your left ankle, your left hip. After having the weight, all the weight there on your left leg, you need some movement there. Okay, now the weight is distributed on the right leg, the right foot. Hands to your waist, flex your left knee, and guide the left heel to the inner part of your right ankle. So here we are again. This is a way of being in a tree. There are so many trees in the world, so why we can have different options of tree and yoga. Then we can bring that left foot higher, below the knee or above your knee. Find a place where you can focus your gaze. And then you can have another position of your arms. You can grow the branches of your tree to the sky, towards the sun. And guess what? You're going back to your breath. And slowly release the hands down. Release the foot and let's move that right leg, right foot, right hip. Just some movement there. Shake it both legs and let's come to the back of the mat. So with the feet wide as the hips and Samastiti, bring the arms out and up, nice long spine. Bring the chin into your chest, engage the core, lengthen the spine forward, exhale slowly in control. Bring the hands towards the floor, Uttanasana. Standing forward, bend, nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And then walk with your hands to the front of the mat. We're going to go from downward dog. Take an inhale, heels up. Lower the knees to table. Top of the feet flatten the mat. Flex the elbows. Bring the elbows by your rib cage and slowly lower the chest. Lower the belly. Lower the pelvis, the hips. Straighten the legs. Make pillows with your hands. Place one hand on top of the other one and then look, turn the head to one side. Take a moment here on your reverse Shavasana. Take a few round of breaths. And pick up the head, turn it over to the opposite side. And bring the forehead towards the floor. So this time, let's work to the locust pose of Shalambhasana with the arms down by your side, legs and feet together, forehead towards the mat. I just want to show you this really quick because some people like to lift the chin and that's too much stress for your neck. So the goal here is pick up the head, the forehead, the head, the feet, shoulders, upper spine, upper chest, and the hands up. And then everything goes down. So keep your neck neutral. Inhale, press with the pelvis and hip. Lift the feet, lift the head, lift the chest, shoulders, arms, and exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale lower. Inhale, lift, and down. Two more times. Inhale, engage those back muscles, and lower it down. One more. Lift the head, chest, shoulders, and legs and feet, and then all the way down. Now place the hands under the shoulders. From here, press, lift the chest, the pelvis, bend the knees, and counterbalance that back bend. In other words, we want to stretch lower back, middle back, and just take a moment here in child's pose. If you cannot touch the mat with your forehead, please use the block and bring the floor closer to your forehead by having the block. Lift the head and the chest. Drop the hips to one side, the legs to the front. Let's come all the way to the front of the mat. Have your blanket ready. So when we go down, you have protection for your head and your neck. Let's have a little bit of more stretch here in farmer's pose. Take a moment. And here, grab your block. We're going to have the block in between the thighs. Press the block with the inner thighs and then slowly rounding the spine. We're going to go down, 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 down towards the mat. The head is placed on your blanket or your towel, maybe heels under the knees, feet wide as your hips. So press the block and we're going to bring the arms overhead. Press the block, lift the feet so knees are in line with your hips, 90-degree angle. And we're going to guide with the feet flexed, we're going to guide, pressing the block towards the floor. And inhale, lift. Press the block and lower and heels down. Keep the knees in 90-degree angle and guide the knees up. And then guide the heels towards the floor. Press the block and lift. Press the block and down. Press the block and lift. Press the block and down. Press the block and lift. Press the block and down. Try to keep your lower back flat on the mat. Press the block and up. One more. Press the block and down. Bend the knees and feet under the hips. Keep the arms overhead. Press the block, lift the bridge. Press the block down the bridge. Press the block and lift. Press the block and down. Press the block and up. Press and down. 3 more rounds, please. Press the block and up. Press and down. Press and up. Press and down. One more. Press and up. Press and down. Remove the block. Apanasana. Hands to your knees. Flex the elbow, thighs into the chest. Inhale, thighs away. Exhale, thighs into the chest and away. Just keep moving again. This is a counterbalance for that back bend that is the bridge. Just a few more rounds. And then lower the feet wide as the mat and windshield wiper. Move the legs, arms in T position. The head goes into the opposite direction where the legs are going. Just move here. Back through center, walk the feet, cross your left leg over to your right leg with both hands holding from the shin and just tighten. Bring the left thigh close to your chest and have that IT band stretch and glute stretch. Chin into the chest. So this is not a figure 4. We're fully crossing the left leg over the right thigh and we're tightening, just guiding the left thigh closer and closer to the chest. And you should feel the stretch on your left hip and your left glute. And release and cross the right leg over to your left thigh. Hug your left shin with both hands and guide the right thigh closer to your chest. Nice, easy breathing. And release, happy baby. Grab the outside of the feet or the outside of the ankle, wherever you can reach. Chin slightly in. And release the feet and legs up to the sky, arms overhead, pointed toes. Activate the core and slowly, in control, as you exhale, you lower the legs all the way down towards the mat. You reach through the fingertips, you point the toes. Take a deep inhale, open the legs wide as your mat, turn the feet out, and then slowly exhale, release the arms down towards the floor, palm facing up, relax your legs, your feet, your glutes, your chest, your arms, your belly, and welcome to Shavasana. time of letting go. Eyes closed. Returning to your regular breath. Feel the body. Notice the muscles, all the joints. Feel your breath as you inhale and exhale naturally. Bring the attention inward to your internal organs and try to soften them. You can relax your abdomen, your belly. You can feel your lungs ballooning out and softening, releasing all the air out. You can experience your heart pumping, beating. You can be aware of the entire length of your skin. You try to soften the skin, the fascia, the muscles. You feel your fingers, your palms relaxing, and so your toes and your feet. Allow your tongue to rest gently to the base of your mouth as your lips are softening. Perhaps your teeth are partially open. Your cheekbones are soft. Your nose is relaxed, and so are your ears. Your eyeballs are sinking down to your eye sockets, so your eyelids are soft, and so are your eyebrows and your forehead and your temples. The shoulders are gently sinking down, and the muscle of your chest and your heart are fully open and relaxed. Muscles in between the rib cage are more open, and inch by inch, your entire body is sinking towards the mat. Please slowly begin to deepen the breath. And bring some movement back to the body as you rock your head. You wiggle your toes and your feet. And bringing the arms overhead, pointing the toes. Take a nice inhalation through both nostrils, and as you exhale through the nose, You hug yourself, you come a little tight ball, and you roll over to one side slowly into fetal position. The head comes last. I invite you to sit with me and sit together in any comfortable position with the eyes closed as we practice stillness, as we bring the awareness into the breath. And let's pay the attention and bring the full attention into the belly. Just watch the belly moving out with the inhales and how the belly sinks in with the exhales. And bring the breath back to your regular state. Feel your breath now into your chest. Allow the hands to the center of your heart. Moving in and out. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Now have peaceful, loving, sweet thoughts to cultivate always. And now have peaceful, loving, sweet words to offer always. And may our actions always be inspired by love, peace, sweetness, understanding, and compassion. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And I thank you all very much for being here today practicing yoga. Namaskar. Thank you.